Yesterday, over 200,000 demonstrators took to the streets here in Jerusalem, protesting the forced draft of yeshiva students and the recent crackdown and arrests of draft dodgers. Much of the city was completely shut down for most of the day, while those gathered called for an end to the gzeirah, the evil decree. Yesterday's demonstration was painful, especially painful for the families of soldiers and reservists who gave up their lives defending Ha'am v'Ha'aretz, the nation and its land, over the past 2 years. Painful for the wives and the children who have given up the presence of their husbands and fathers for months at a time over the past 2 years, and painful for any Israeli who sees the imbalance, the inequality in the situation. What's missing is a sense of shared responsibility and shared destiny. When Avram realizes that it's time that he and his nephew Lot part ways, that their values are incompatible, Avraham tells him that there shouldn't be any fighting between us and our shepherds, ki anashim achim anachnu, because after all, we are brothers. Avraham tells him, you go your way and I'll go mine, but remember, we're still brothers. When Lot leaves Avraham journeying towards the plains of the Jordan, the Torah once again emphasizes Vayipardu ish me'al achiv. They parted ways, one from his brother. And later, when Avraham learns that his nephew Lot was taken hostage, the Torah relates Vayishma Avram ki nishba achiv. Once again, it's not his nephew, but the Torah relates, Avram hears that his brother was taken hostage, emphasizing that close bond, that relationship. So Avram takes up arms, rallies the troops, recruits his disciples, and goes off to war to save his nephew, his brother. Because, after all, that's what you do for family. Just like Avraham and Lot, we Jews today may disagree. Unfortunately, we may not even always share the same values, but we are achim, we are brothers. And when we come under attack, we must act like brothers and come to the aid of our brothers. When the tribes of Reuven and Gad request the land on the other side of the Jordan, Moshe rebukes them and asks them, Ha'achechem yavou lamilchama, v'atem tishvu fo? Shall your brothers go off to war while you sit here comfortably? Moshe's words resonate today with those who see the imbalance in the current situation. Those advocating for exemptions for yeshiva students argue that Toratan Omanutan, Torah study, is their sole occupation, and therefore they should be exempt. They argue that their Torah study somehow provides a spiritual protection for the Jewish people. They repeat the canard that Jewish law prohibits them from serving in the IDF, that somehow Torah and army service are incompatible. They'll tell you that yesterday's demonstration was in defense of the honor of the Torah. But in our parasha, Avraham Avinu did not remain in the Beit Midrash. He went into the battlefield, because that is what you do for an ach, for a brother. That's what you do for Ha'am v'Ha'aretz. And there is no greater mitzvah. It's time for rabbis and communal leaders to be honest with their flock about what Jewish law actually demands of us when we are engaged in a milchemet mitzvah, an obligatory war, a fight for our very existence, which demands everyone's participation. And it's time for them to encourage the members of their community to join together in solidarity and brotherhood, sharing the burden with their brothers in arms. It would go a long way to heal deep wounds. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem.